morning students. So, now we continue with the calendar. Because the topic is so simple, I do not want to waste your time. As such, already we have started with what is calendar, what is all about. As I told you that calendar is nothing but a facility for us to understand how the season starts, when the season starts, and when the cultivation should be started, something like that. So, yes, I told you the significance of calendar already, I do not want to waste your time, and today we continue with our topic, and today let us complete the topic because this is not really a complicated one. Now students, now we start with model number 1, here we go, model number 1, please continue. Ready? Now I will be taking, I will be giving you some questions and you please answer the questions quickly. If today is Sunday, students, I am starting with if this is the condition, if today is Sunday, of course it is Saturday, but let us take an example. If today is Sunday, then what day will it be? What day will it be? What day will it be? Ready? Now here we go. Question number 1. After 70 days, yes students. Now question number 2. After 141 days, come on students. After 37 days, yes students. Now one more question. Question number 4. Before 15 days. Here we go. Come on student, if this is the question you are given to answer, now let me suppose that if this is the question, then how to answer this question? Yes students, somebody asked me to change the board background color. I now shifted from white to this color. I hope that you are able to see with clarity, because I understand that not all of you are using laptops. If it is laptop, obviously you can clearly see, but if any one of you say listening the class, I mean with some smartphone, probably it's a little difficult for you. I understand that. I also take care of that, my dear students. That's not an issue. Now come on, start. After 70 days, if the question is something like this, after 70 days, what is our process, my dear students? We have to divide 70 by 7. How many times it cancels? 10 times. Any reminder is there? No reminder. You know that every 7th day we will be getting the same day, because I have taken today as Sunday. Of course it is Saturday. If I took today as Sunday, after 70 days it is going to be Sunday again. I hope you understand this. Your answer is Sunday. Very simple. You have to count the number of days. Of course the number of days are 70. 70 by 7. How many times it get cancelled? 10 times. Which means 70, 70, 7, 7, 7, 10 times. Your answer never depends on how many times it cancels. It depends on the reminder. Okay? Here the reminder is 0. Right. Now look at 141. Here we go. 141 by 7, it cancels for 20 times. We get the remainder of 1. Your answer depends only on the reminder that is given to you. So we have to go one day from Sunday, and hence your answer is Monday. By 7, because for every 7, same Sunday appears. You understand, my dear students? That's very interesting. Here we go. After 37 days, so what is the process? 37 by 7. How many times it cancels? 5 times. Any reminder is there? 2 is the reminder. 37 by 7, 5 times. 2 is the reminder. Your answer depends only on the reminder. Actually, what day it is I give? Sunday. So 2 days after Sunday, Monday and then Tuesday. And hence your answer is Tuesday. Are you clear? I hope. I think we are going in the right direction. Come on student, after 15 days, no, before 15 days, okay, the process is very much similar. 15 by 7, how many times it cancelled? 2 times. What is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. We have to get back before, get back. One day before Sunday, that is Saturday. I think you understand this. Tell me students, I hope the basics of the calendar is very clear to you. So tell me, your answer depends only on the reminder you are getting. The answer depends on the reminder you are getting. 0 reminder means Sunday. 1 reminder, 1 day after Sunday, that is Monday. 2 reminder, 2 days after Sunday, that is Tuesday. 1 day before, 1 day before. You understand, my dear students? I hope there is no confusion. Now, I think with this we come to an end of our model number 1. Now, let me go to model number 2. Now, we are entering into second model. This is model number 2. I am not wasting your time because the topic is so convenient. Why should we waste our time? We go ahead. But this time it is you to answer the question. Are you ready, my dear students? Ready to answer this question? Come on, let us go. Now, here we go. If 26th September, if 26th September to 2020 is Saturday, of course I have taken, of course today is Saturday only, then what day, will it be? Will it be? Come on. Here we go. Then what day will it be? Question number 1. Ready? 25th December 2020. Yes, students. Question number 2. 26/9/2021. Yes, students. Question number 3. 26/9/2023. It is your turn, my dear students. It is your turn. So, what you have to do? You have to calculate the number of days between the time that is given to you. You can do it. I am waiting for your answer. Come on, student. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, I'm just looking at your. Yes, students. Yes, it is encouraging. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, students. Very good. Very good. Good response. Good response. Yeah. Wonderful. 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 Yeah. So, good morning, everyone. Please continue. Continue, man. Continue. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, students. Okay. I think you are almost there. You are almost there. We have to count the number of days between these two. September 26. Today is September 26. So, do not count this day. How many days are remaining in September? 27, 28, 29, 30. So, 4 days are remaining in the month of September plus 25. Plus 25. So, how many days? 29 days. What is the way to calculate number of days, my dear students? Today is 26. Don't count today because it is already there. So, how many days are remaining in the month of September? 27, 28, 29, 30, 4 days. 25 should be counted. Therefore, we have 29 days. 29 by 7, how many days? 4 days. What is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. Therefore, the answer is going to be Sunday. Yes, students, very encouraging, everybody put the answer. But students, you are not mentioning the question number, man. If you don't mention the question number, how would I know what answer you are giving me? Well done, well done, well done. Or else you give all the 3 days continuously without any break. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. Very good students. I appreciate that. You are doing extremely well. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Students, when it comes to question number 2, see, 26/9, same date. The only thing is 2020, 2021, exact 1 year. 365 days, exact 1 year. You tell me, for every 1 year there are how many odd days? Only 1 odd day. Want me to explain that again? Why should I waste your time? 365 days, 365 by 7, 52 plus 1. Therefore, you will be having only 1 odd day, and hence again your answer is going to be Sunday. Next year, the same day is going to be Sunday. Today is Saturday. Next year, it is going to be Sunday. 2020 is a leap year, I understand that. But we already crossed February. It doesn't make any difference. You understand that? Come on. Question number 3. 2020, 2023. 26/7, 26/7. Come on, man. Same date. The only gap is number of years. 20, 23. How many years? 3 years. Every 1 year, 1 odd day. 3 years, 3 odd days. Therefore, odd days are 3. So, we have to go 3 days from Saturday. Come on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Therefore, your answer is Tuesday. Therefore, Sunday, Tuesday. Well done students, almost everybody responded, this is very encouraging. Very good students, very good. Sunday, Tuesday. I think you understand this. Come on student, I think now you are comfortable, man. I strongly believe that we can go ahead. Why should we waste our time? Come on, yes. Question number 4. Here we go. Some more questions. This time you get even more clarity. Now here we go. Question number 4. Please answer these questions. Let me see how you are able to answer. Just look at this. If 26 September, question number 4. If 26 September 2020 falls on Saturday, then 26th September 2028 what day? Come on student, go ahead. If 19th January 2000 falls on Sunday, let me suppose this is only an assumption, right? Then 19th January 2007 what day? Come on student, come on, go ahead. Here we go. Please answer those questions first. You answer these questions, after that I will give you some more questions to answer. Come on student, come on, what you are waiting? I am waiting for your answer, quick. Yeah, very good student, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Right. So students, now I think now we can go ahead without any confusion. I think everything is under control. We can go ahead. Tell me students, 26th September 2020 to 26th September 2028. 28 minus 20, how many days are there? 8 days. 8 days means 8 odd days. 28 minus 20, it is very simple, no? 20, 28, 20, that's it. Okay. ఏమైంది? ఏమైంది? Okay. Yes, students. Now please continue. So 28 to 20, we have 8 days. We need to count number of leap years. How to count number of leap years? 24 is a leap year. 28 is also leap year. You can ask me, sir, 20 is also 20 is leap year, okay, but we are starting from 26th September, no? It doesn't make any difference. So 24, 28. Therefore, another 2 days. Total 10. 10 by 7, 1 time, odd days are 3. From Saturday, 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Therefore, you understand how to get the answer. Students, for every 4 days we get 1 leap year, no? 8 days we get obviously 2 leap years. 8 by 2, 8 by 4, that is 2. It is very easy to find the number of leap years. You simply divide by 4, you will get the number of leap years. Okay? 19th January 2000, 2007, so 7 minus 0, we have 7 leap years. In between, we have to find how many leap years. Oh, 2000 is the leap year we need to count because we are starting from January. We have to count this. 2000 plus 2004. Therefore, 2. So, 9. 9 means 1 time plus 2 odd days. Therefore, your answer is Monday. Student, are we clear? Are we clear? Tuesday and Monday should be your answer. If anyone is getting different answers, I think I need to explain you with details. Yeah. First one is Tuesday, second one is Monday. Students, why I am getting different answer from your side? Why, man? It should be Tuesday and Monday, but I think that not everyone is getting the right answers. Probably I need to explain you once again. Tell me, students, how we actually get your answer. In question number 4, what actually I gave you? 26th September 2020, if it is Saturday, of course this is Saturday, okay. Then what is my question is 26th September 2028. This is what I ask you. You see 26th September, 26th September, same date. So it is only years. 28, 20, that is 8 years. And in between we have 2 leap years. That means total 7. 10 by 7, 1 time plus 3 odd days. So from Saturday we have to go 3 days ahead. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Therefore, your answer should be Tuesday. What is the controversy, man? Why you are giving different answers? Why you are giving different answers, man? Then it is very clear, no? Yeah, it should be very, very clear. If anyone is giving different answers, I think it is something that we need to discuss again. Okay. Right, student. So now we are under control, and I hope that we can go ahead. So there is no confusion. So as far as calendar is concerned, we are absolutely clear how to handle the question. Come on, student. So I just give you 2 more questions to complete this, this particular model, and after this we go to the next question. Okay, student? Now please just listen. If my question is, if 26th September 2020, when I give you Saturday, and then I ask you what is 18th December 2020. If this is my question, then how do you answer? How do you answer? Very simple, no confusion at all. Simple thing, the only thing we have to do is, we have to count the number of days between the given and that one is actually is about to ask. In September, we have a total of 30 days. 26 days are already given. So, we have another 4 days in the month of September. October, November, then December. What man? Are we comfortable? We are trying to find what is 18th December of this year. What day it is going to be? Let me check it out. You understand how to count the days? September we have left with 4 days, 31, 30, 18. Tell me students, 35, 30, 65, 65, 75 plus 8, 83. After adding all these numbers, you see students, 4 plus 31, 35, plus 30, 65, 65 plus 18, 83. After getting 83, we have to divide by 7. How many times it get cancelled, my dear students? How many times? 1 and 13 means another 1. So, what is the denominator we left with? We left 6 days. So, that is odd days. Your answer depends only on odd days, as I told you already. Therefore, your answer depends on odd days. So, from Saturday we have to go to 6 days. Come on students, start counting 6 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Therefore, 18th December is going to be Friday. What math? Are we comfortable? I think we are going extremely, yeah. Students, please do not respond unless I ask you to do so. So, when you are responding unnecessarily, I may not be able to see. When a question is put to you, you are unable to comment on that. Please do not respond unless I ask you to do so. I understand that you are fully motivated. I understand that. But the problem is, if you respond unnecessarily, I am missing some of the very important response I need to get from your side. Please do understand that this is the practical problem in online exams, online classes. You please try to understand that. Okay student, actually this is the process, but I can tell you one more thing. Instead of adding up all the values and dividing by 7, why should we do like that? Because as I told you that anyway, after adding also we have to divide by 7, you know. 4 plus 31, 5. Therefore, we get 0 odd days. 35 by 7, we don't get any odd days. Our answer depends only on odd days, nothing more than that. 30 by 7, 4 times. How many odd days we get? 2 odd days. 30 by 7, you can take 28. Your answer depends only on odd days, no, nothing more. Okay, right. 18 by 7, 14. Tell me how many odd days remaining? 4. Therefore, this is the best method of getting odd days. How many times it get cancelled? We have nothing to do with that. Your answer depends only on odd days. That is the reason why I am trying to get the odd days instead of wasting my time for any other purpose. You understand, my dear students? Right? Okay. Here we go. I think better we go with one more question. Maybe this time you get even more clarity. Here we go. Come on, student. If 16th January 1992 happens to be Sunday, my question to you, what is 24th May 1992? This is, now it is the time I have to get from your answer, from your side, because this is something that I am giving to you. You are unnecessarily responding to the questions which I even without my concern you are giving the answer, but this is your answer question. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead, student. I am waiting for your answer. Yes, students, I got one answer so far. Come on, come on, come on, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Oh, different answers I am getting, man. For the same question, why do I am getting different answers, my dear students? Okay. So, when I am getting different answers from your side, it is an indication that you, the people, are not clear what actually we are discussing. Tell me what is the problem? Tell me what is the problem? First of all, you must make sure that 92 is a leap year, because 92 is divisible by 4, therefore, it is a leap year. Any year which is divisible by 4 is a leap year. So, 1992 is a leap year, right. Come on, student. So, January 16th, how many days we have in January? 31 days. 31 minus 16, how many days are remaining in the month of January? 15 days. 15 days are remaining in the month of January. 29 days February, 31 days March, 30 days April, 24 up to 24 we have to count. So, while counting the number of days, 16th should not be counted. We have to eliminate 16. From 17th only we need to count. Okay? Tell me, students, we have to add all the values and then we have to divide by 7. Why, man? Anyway, we are dividing by 7 only, after even adding that. So, I don't want to do that. 15, after dividing by 7, I get only one remainder. 29, I get only one remainder. 31, 31 by 7, you eliminate 28, you will be left with 3 days. 30, I think you understand. Right? Now you add up 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 1, 2, 5, 7, 3. Therefore, we have a total of 10 days. 10 by 7, one time. What are odd days? 3 odd days. From Sunday to 3 odd days. Therefore, answer should be Wednesday. I think you understand, my dear students. Your answer must be Wednesday. Yeah. Almost everybody mentioned Wednesday, but very few people are giving me different answers. Still I am getting different answers for this question. Oh my God. Why you are giving different answers, man? Why you are giving different answers? Come on. Now here we go. Let me clarify some questions to you. Let me clarify. Come on, student. If 9th February 1981 happens to be on Sunday, then my question to you, what is 19th March 1981? Tell me how we do this. Now, this is the final one. Now we are doing this question for almost for final. So, don't ask me to repeat this again. This is going to be final. First of all, you have to see that 1981 is an ordinary year. You know that very well. February 9. How many days do we have in February? 28. You subtract 9. Tell me how many days are remaining in the month of February? 19. February 19, March 19. 19 plus 19, 38. 38 by 7. How many times it get cancelled? 5 times. What is the remainder? 3. Your answer depends on the remainder only. Therefore, your answer must be Wednesday. Okay? What, man? Now I think you are very clear. Please do not give me any different answer. When you are giving different answers, I am getting confused. Whether you are getting it right or not, how would I know if you are giving different answer? This is not fair, my dear students. You should not do that. We should get only one answer. Then only we will be clear that yes, everything is going fine. Okay? Please do understand that. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, student. If 26th February, 26th September, if 26th September, if 26th September 2020 is on Saturday, that you know very well, then my question to you, 2nd August 2020 falls on what day? What, man? Oh, we are getting back. Oh, okay, we are getting back. Okay, fine. Everything is fine. We have to count the number of days between the given dates. 20 given days. Okay. Now let us count how many days we have. Actually, counting what is actually, my dear students, first of all I want to tell you that the distance between A to B is same as the difference between B to A. What do you think? So the distance can be taken either from A to B or B to A. You can ask me, sir, why you are telling me? I tell you. So we have to count the number of days. Okay. So September to August, which means we have to get back. I think you understand, getting back is somehow it is difficult, you know. Better we go in the forward direction. How many days do we have in August? How many days do we have in August? 31. Already 2 is there. So 29 plus 26th September. Counting, man. 2nd August to 26th September. Anything is okay, no? 26th September to 2nd August. We have to get back like this. Counting, actually getting back is a little difficult. Therefore, 2nd August to 26th September. Both are same. Doesn't make any difference. 2nd August we have 31 days. 31 minus 2, 29. September 26. 29 after cancelling by 7 we get only one odd day. 26 after cancelling by 7, 21. How many days we get? Odd days, 5. 1 plus 5, 6. 6 days forward or backward? 6 days backward. Why backward? Given 26 September, you are asked to find 2nd August. So 6 days backward. Come on, start. Come on. Friday. Come on. Friday. 6 days total. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. So 2nd August of 2020 happens to be on Sunday. I understand that you had a little difficulty. Yeah, you mentioned, many of you mentioned that, but not necessary, man. Please do not mention your answer. Don't give your answer. I want to say that my chat box should be absolutely empty unless and ask you to do so. Do not respond. Right. Okay, please start. Here we go. Come on, student. One more question. If 26th March 1999 falls on Sunday, then my question, then 2nd January 1999 falls on what day? Just counting. It is just counting, nothing more than that. Very simple, my dear students. Tell me, how do you count? 26th March to 2nd Jan, we have to get back. Oh, getting back is somehow difficult, man. Better we go in the forward direction. How we go in the forward direction? January, we have 31 days. 31 days. 31 minus 2, 29 days. In the month of January, 99 is ordinary year, February 28, March 26. Going from up, coming to down is no different from starting with down and going to up. Number of days can be taken in any convenient way, makes no difference. Come on, student. 29. How many odd days? Only one. By 7, 28 is get cancelled. 28, 0 odd days. 26, 5 odd days. So total we have 6 odd days, which means we have to get back 6 days. 6 days back. You understand? Back. But you are waiting. Come on. From Sunday. Come on. Saturday. Getting back. Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Come on. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Therefore, your answer is Monday. So calendar, as far as calendar is concerned, it is very convenient. Only thing, we have to get the number of days, and after getting days we have to divide by 7, and everything is under control. I think there is no confusion at all. Ready? Now student, now this is your turn. You have to give me answer for these questions. Please start. Question number 1. If 18th July, if 18th July 2005 falls on Monday, my question to you, then 16th October 2005 falls on what day? Question number 2. Here we go. If 16th July 2005 falls on Monday, then 9th March 2005 falls on what day? Go ahead. Now it is you to respond. Come on student, don't waste your time, make it fast. When you are giving me answer, make a mention whether it is of question number 1 or question number 2. You are not doing that. I am fully confused. Come on. Question number 1 or question number 2. Come on. Yes. Students, I am waiting for your answer, man. I am waiting for your answer. Yeah. Please mention the day, question number, mention the question number 1. Mention the question number 1. Somebody says Wednesday. Question number 1, somebody says Sunday. Oh my God, different answers you are giving for the same question. Okay, now with this, we conclude this. Come on student. 18th July 2005, 16th October 2005. Same year. So we have to count the number of days. July we have 31 days. So from 31 you subtract 18, 31 minus 18, 13 days. So we have 13 days in the month of July, August, September, October. Get it? I think you understand this. In July we have 31 days, 31 minus 18, 13. 13 days in July, September, October, July, September, sorry. Tell me students, in July 13 days, July, August, September, and this is October. Come on, start. Dividing by 7, you get 6 odd days, 7 gets cancelled. Dividing by 7, 28, so we left with 3. Dividing by 7, 28 goes and we get left with 2. Dividing by 7, we get 2 by 14. Okay? I think you understand, my dear students. Are we clear? Again, 3, 2 to 7, that cannot be taken. So finally we left with 6 odd days. 6 odd days from Monday, 6 days from Monday. July is given, October is you are asked. Therefore, from Monday we have to go 6 days ahead. Start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Therefore, your answer must be Sunday. Question number 1 should be Sunday. Yashwant, yes, Sunday is correct, my dear student. Yes, you are right. You are right. Yeah. Yeah, Sunday is right. Yeah, everybody mentioned, almost everyone said Sunday. I appreciate. Now let us come to question number 2. Question number 2. 16th July is given, 9th March, which means we have to get back. So first we have to count the number of days. Counting obviously forward direction. March 9th, 31 minus 9. How many days do we have in the month of March? 22. 22 days are we have in the month of March. April, then May. This is March, April, May, June, July, 16. 22 days are there in the month of March, April, May, June, July. Start. 1 day is left. 30 by 7, 28. We need not take the 28. We take the remaining 2 only. Okay. Again, 2, 3, 2. That comes 7. We don't take number of 7s. We only take the remainder. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. 3 days. Forward or backward? Backward. Why backward? Because July is given, you are asked to find March. From Monday to 3 days backward. Come on, start. Come on. 3 days backward. From Monday. Sunday, backward. Sunday, come on. Saturday, Friday. Therefore, your answer must be Friday. Therefore, answer should be first one Sunday, second one Friday. Well. Almost everybody mentioned that. I appreciate. Everybody almost mentioned the same. Well done, students. Well done. Very few people gave the different answers. Maybe they are getting a little confusion, but that can be cleared. So this is about the basics of calendar. Okay, students. So with this, we come to an end of the basics of the calendar. Now, I should give you some more interesting points of calendar. Student, I told you already, a calendar year is something, it is the time taken by Earth for complete revolution around the sun. Every satellite obviously revolves around the sun, you know that, therefore the sun is said to be star. You know that very well. So for which Earth takes 365 days, 365 days, 5 hours, 58 minutes, 59 seconds. This is an approximate value. It can be 50, somebody says 16 seconds or something, but it is close to that. But as this calculation is very difficult in practice, so what we do is, we usually take an year 365 days. In the process, of doing this, we are closely missing how many hours? How many hours? 6 hours. 6, 6, 6, 6. Therefore, every fourth year is going to be a leap year. Every fourth year is going to be leap year. So, first 4 is a leap year, 8 is a leap year, 12 is a leap year, 20, everything, anything that is divisible by 4 is the leap year. But my dear students, did we really put 6 hours aside? Is it exact 6 hours? Is it exact 6 hours? No. It is not exact 6 hours. Again, there is an error. If that error continues, we may not be able to derive the correct calendar. To make it right, to make that point right, centuries are not leap years. 100, 200, 1500, these are not leap years. This is all because the earth is not revolving in the right direction. If you can make earth revolving for every 365 days, everything sets. Can you do that? Can you do that? You cannot do. Therefore, corrections. Therefore, centuries are not leap years. You understand that? But every 4th century is leap year. Every 4th century is leap year. Tell me, students. So, this is all about the basic structure of calendar. Somebody asked me, sir, why 1500 is not leap year? Yesterday there was a comment. The reason is centuries are not leap year. This is all because of the corrections we are making, as earth is not actually taking 365 days for one revolution around the sun. You understand my point? Come on, man, I think we are going in the right direction. Okay, fine. Now, student, now you have to take one important point in this case. Please write down. Please write down. Point number 1. For continuous 5 minutes, you please write down some important notes I am just giving you. Just note down. And I later explain you the significance of this. Are you ready? Start. For every 100 years, for every 100 years, there are 76 ordinary and 24 leap years. Please note down. Please note down. You know that for every 100 years, 4, 8, 12, 16, something like. If that is the case, there should be 25 leap years, but no 24, because 100 is not leap year. Just note down. Please don't ask me, note down, that's all. Every ordinary year we will have 1 odd day. Every leap year we have 2 odd days. You know that, my dear students? Every ordinary year we have 1 odd day. Want me to tell you why 1 odd day? Come this way. Come. 365 by 7. How many times it cancel? 52. How many odd days? 1 odd day. Every ordinary year will have 1 odd days after cancelling by 7. Then what about leap year? 366 by 7. 52 times. How many odd days? 2 odd days. Got it? Come on. Every ordinary year we have 1 odd day, every leap year 2 odd days. Therefore, how many days we have? 124. Right? So, 124 by 7. How many times it get cancelled? We are cancelling by 7. Come on, man. Anything I am getting, any odd days we are getting out of this? So, 124 by 7. One time. What is the remainder? 54. 54 means? Yes, student, 49, 17 times. So, how many odd days we have? 5 odd days. Please note down. Please note down. At the moment, please note down this. I explain you later. Please note down. Okay? Are we done? Now please continue. Now please continue. Here we go. Every 100 years, every 100 years, every 100 years, we have 5 odd days. Okay? Question number 2. Every 200 years, every 200 years, we have 5 plus 5, that is 10. 10 by 7, 3 odd days. Why, man? Why? Because every 100 years 5 odd days, no? First 100, second 100, 5 plus 5, 10. 10 by 7, 1 times, throw 3 odd days. Every 200 years we have 3 odd days. Point number 3. Every 300 years, every 300 years, we have, every 300 years, 5 plus 5 plus 5. You know why 5 plus 5 plus 5? For every 100 years, 5 odd days. 5, 5, 5. How many? 15. 15 by 7. How many times? 2 times. How many odd days? 1 odd day. Every 300 years we have 1 odd day. Please note down. I explain you later. You please note down. That's it. At the moment, you please note down. Question number, point number 4. Every 400 years, every 400 years, 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Because every 100 years, 5 odd days. 400, 4 5s, 20 plus 1, because 4th century is a leap year. Every 400th year is a leap year. That is the reason plus 1. 21. 21 by 7, 3 times. How many odd days? 0 odd days. You please note down. You just note down the first. Give me some time, I will explain you. Just give me some time, my dear students. You please note down. I explain this concept with clarity. You meanwhile just note down. Yes, students. Yes. You are doing well. Yes, students. Now we understand what it is all about. Now, first of all, let me tell you one important point. This particular topic, I just want to give you one clarity. Students, the calendar, that what actually we are using is a typical Gregorian calendar. It was actually first conceived in the 16th century. So, for the last 400 years we are using this. Maybe coming 1000 years also we will be using the same calendar. There won't be any other calendar. Which means to say that calendar is a continuous process. Calendar is a continuous process. Come on, student. January 1st, when the very first calendar was designed, January 1st, when the very first calendar was designed, it was Monday. Very first year of the calendar, in the very first year, January 1st, the calendar starts from Monday, because that is the starting of the calendar. You understand that? Therefore, and if you remember, my dear students, January 1st, 401 is also Monday. which means for every 400 years the same calendar revolves. After that again the calendar starts from the beginning. Another interesting point I want to tell you, January 1, 801, that is new, is again going to be Monday. If you remember, probably you might not have born on that particular year, but January 1, 2001 was also Monday. Every calendar continuously works for 400 years. After 400 years, again the cycle repeats. So, therefore, somebody designs a calendar for lifetime. You remember? Some people design calendar for lifetime, which means the calendar can be used for any generations. It is only to change the photographs. Today you may be having Pawan Kalyan. After some time you may be having different photographs. Previously there may be N.T. Ramarao photo. You can change the photos, but you can continue the calendar, because calendar which was actually designed is meant to work for 400 years. After that everything normal. Students, as I told you that, you can ask me what is the advantage of understanding this point. I just explained you, please remember. If I ask you to find 3rd March, if I ask you to find 3rd March 2001 what day? Straight away, if I ask you to find, what you get? 3rd March 2001 what day? So, to answer this kind of questions, the point now actually what we discuss so far is going to be very useful. Tell me student, what we discuss actually so far? Every 100 years we have 5 odd days. Every 200 years we have 3 odd days. You understand? I just want to remind you once again. Every 300 years we have 1 odd day, as I told you. Every 400 years we have 0 odd days. As I told you, this one, as I already told you, now we are making use of this. And we are trying to find very interesting points from this. Please start. Student, please note one important point. Note down one important point. Please note down. Very important note. Every 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2400 years, we have 0 odd days. Which means for every 400, 800, 1200, the calendar completes. Of course, you need not use the word every. 400, 800, 1200, 16, 2000, 2400 years, 0 odd days. Which means every 4th century, we are going to complete the calendar. Again, we will be starting off the new calendar. So, this is going to be the final point of calendar. But how to answer these questions? I will explain you. Student, we take a break because somebody asked me to give a break after 1 hour. Yesterday I could get your comment. Somebody asking me to give the break for after 1 hour. So, we take a break for 5 minutes, we get back and we complete the remaining questions in calendar. Okay student, we take a break. Have some water, we will be just back just within 5 minutes. Okay, right. So, I think that you must be having some doubts with you for sure. When you are practicing, obviously you must be having different doubts, but you should also understand that we have got our own limitations. So, in the given time I need to explain the topic, and apart from that we need to discuss the questions of the previous days and everything. So, anyway, it is a little, I understand that somebody asked me to explain the doubts in portal paper, yeah. Yes student, I will try, but I do not think it is possible. because the time is very limited, and anyway I will talk to our management and see that if there is any such case. And another important point I want to mention, my dear students. So today our secretary ma'am Suguna garu she is going to talk to you regarding the program. There is going to be some changes in the program because everything is going so fine. So management want to make some more changes. They want to give you some more. They want to make use this particular time very effectively. So our madam will be speaking to you at 11:30. Okay, she will be telling the changes in the program. Some changes, in fact, some additions. So the management is going to inform you. Okay. Anyway, students, now we continue with our topic. Yeah, I found some comments from your side. So you are asking me to explain this particular topic again. Yes, I just want to tell you that. As I told you, my dear students, the evolution of calendar, the significance of calendar is such that, because in the very first year, the calendar which was actually started, for example, the very first year of the calendar, it was taken as an ordinary year. So we have taken 365 days. And second year also it was ordinary year. So that was taken ordinary year. And third year also it was taken ordinary. And whatever the mistakes we have been committing for the last 3 years, including this year, we are taking it as a leap year. We are taking this as a leap year. Therefore, the errors that we are making by leaving 6 hours every day, we are counting for the 4th year and we call it as a leap year. So leap year comes every 4 years, you know that. But therefore, in every 100 years, there should have been 25 leap years. What do you think? It should be 4, 8, 12, 16. We should have 24. But 100 is not a leap year. Therefore, instead of 24, 25, we take only 24 leap years. So, 76 ordinary years plus 24 leap years comes around 124 by 7, 17 plus 5. Every 100 years we have 5 leap years. That is the point. Somebody asked me to repeat that. Therefore, now this is for them. Okay. Student, one more point I want to mention. Tell me, student, the very first day of the calendar, January 1st, very first year, happens to be Monday. The very first day of the calendar is Monday, you know that. So how many days do we have? How many odd days? Only one day. Only one day. Therefore, if we get one day, one odd day, we call it as Monday. 2 days, we call it as Tuesday. 3 days, we call it as Wednesday. Please note down, my dear students. Please note down Thursday. If we have 5 days, we call it as Friday. 6 days, then it is Saturday. 7 days means 0, Sunday. Please note down. Please note down. This model, we require this particular table. You can understand that because our week starts by 1. 1 day means Monday, anybody knows that? 2 means Tuesday, that anybody knows. That's not a big issue. Right, student? Now, the previous question I just asked you, you may still remember that. What was the question I asked you? What is the 2nd March? What is the 2nd March 2004 is what day? This is the question I asked you to find. Then how to find this particular answer? How to find this particular answer? Let me explain you. Come on, student. This is 2nd March 2004. So, how many years are already completed to get this year? We have completed 2003 years. I think you understand this. Where we are? We are 2nd March. Students, first of all, before that, I just want to tell you what day it is. What day it is? It is 26th September 2020, isn't it? Today it is 26th September 2020. You tell me how many days are lapsed so far till the evolution of calendar. So for your information, since the evolution of calendar, let me tell you, we have completed 2019 years. We have completed 2019 years. We are in September now. Therefore, we have completed 8 months. We have completed 8 months and 25 days. So till now, we have completed 2019 years. We are in 9th month. Therefore, 8 months were completed. We are in 26th day. Therefore, 25 days were completed. For your kind information, Christians believe that this is the age of Jesus Christ. So had Jesus Christ still lives, so we have to count the days, the age of the Jesus should be 2019, 8 months and 25 days. Because our calendar is basing on Jesus Christ. We believe that Jesus Christ was the very first day of the calendar. We call it as Anno Domini. Anno Domini means this is the age of Jesus Christ. Therefore, Christo Shakamo. So, it was 2019 years, 8 months, 25 days. Since this calendar starts. You understand this? You understand my point? Now you tell me. Now you tell me. If my question to you, what day it is? January 7th. Okay, 1 minute. Students, just let me ask you one simple question we start with. What day it is? February 3rd, 2001. If this is my question, then how do you start? Till that day, how many years were completed? 2000. How many months were completed? Only 1 month, that is January. What day you are? You are in February 3rd. So you are in February 3rd. 2000 years, you have 0 odd days. You know that very well. January you have 31 days. January you have 31 days. February 3rd. So these are the total number of days. That is, we have total 34 days. 34 by 7, how many times it get cancelled? 4 times. How many odd days we left with? 6 days. If 6 days are left, 1 day is Sunday, Monday, 2 Tuesday, 6 days. Therefore, Saturday. We can straight away find February 3rd, 2001 was Saturday. I know you are not getting it right. I know. Yes, this is not fine. Probably I should give you one more example so that you will be more confident. Come on, student. Come on, student. Let me give you one interesting point. Janata curfew we observe in 2020. This year only, no? Do you remember on what date we observed Janata curfew? March 19, 2020. Do you remember what day it was? March 19, 2020. Do you remember what day was it? March 18th or 19th? Okay, whatever it is. March 19th. Shall we get the day, what day it was? Shall we try? Come on, we try. 2020. Therefore, we have completed 2019 years. Okay. March 19. We have completed January. We have completed February in this year only. And we are in March 19. 2019. It can be taken as 2000 plus 19. 2000 years will have 0 odd days. 19. 19 plus how many leap years? 4 leap years, that is 23. Let me explain, dear students. Take some time, take some time. This is going to be the very important model. Please take some time. January we have 31 days. February we have 29 days up to March 19th. So these are the total number of days we have. Please wait for some time. I will give you complete clarity. So 23 we have 2 odd days. 31 we have 3 odd days. 29 we have 1 odd day. You remember, my dear students? 19 we have 5 odd days. 19 cancels for 4. So we have 5 odd days. You remember this, my dear students? Okay. I think it is too early to discuss this question to you. No problem. Let me come to another simple question. After that we go to this. Come on, student. What is 4th April? What is 4th April 2004? How we answer this question, my dear students? 4th April 2004. How to answer that question? Let me explain you. Let me explain you. Come on, student. Let me explain this question to you. Come on, come on, come on. 4th April 2004. Tell me. We have completed 2003 years till this date. 2003 years we completed. Now we are in 2004. We have to come up to April 14th. Come on, student. So we have to come in January. We have to complete January. We have to complete February. Then we have to complete March. And we should complete up to April 4th. Okay? Come on, student. Come on, come on, come on. 2003 can be taken something like this. 2000 plus 3 years. Come on, student. 2000 we have 0 odd days. 3 years, 3 odd days. January we have 31 days, but we have only 3 odd days. 31 by 7, 28 plus 3. February 2004 is the leap year, 29. Therefore, we have 1 odd day. March 31, we have 3 odd days. 31 by 7, 28 plus 3, that is only taken. April 4th, we should come up to April 4th. Come on, come on. We have to add all these values. 0 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4. How many days? 14 days. 14 by 7, 2 times. Any odd days? 0. 0 means Sunday. One means Monday, 2 means Tuesday, like that. 7 means 0. 0 means Sunday. I hope you understand, my dear students. Are we comfortable? Should I give you one more example? Maybe this time you get even more clarity. Now I think better I ask you one question to you before I move on to next question. Are you ready, ma'am? Come on, yes. Here we go. 26th March 2007 is what day? What you are waiting? Carry on. Yeah, you are asking me to explain this model again. Yes, students, I will be explaining that. I will do that. I will do that. With the help of this, you can find the day of any date. You take any date, you can immediately find the day. This is what Shakuntala Devi used to do. The great Shakuntala Devi used to do. You mention any day, she could easily give you, you mention any date, she could give you date. You can verify your birthday also, my dear students. You need not ask your parent, you can check your birthday, you will be getting that. Come on. Go ahead, go ahead. Students, yesterday's paper we will be discussing on Monday, please. Yesterday's paper we will be discussing on Monday because today I have to complete calendar. Because today you are going to take the test on calendar. If you don't complete all the models, you may not be able to take the test with confidence. Yesterday paper we will be discussing on Monday. Okay, please. Yeah, 26th March 2007. I am waiting for your answer, my dear students. Anybody responded? Let me check. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Yeah, there are many excellent students. Excellent. Somebody said Monday and somebody said Tuesday. Let us see which one of these is right because I get only two answers from your side. Let me check. Till 2007 we have completed 2006 years. Now we have to come up to March 26th, which means we have to cross January in March and then February and then March. We have to come up to March 26th. Come on. 2006 can be taken as 2000 plus 6 years. You know that. Students ready? January 31 days, February 28 because this is ordinary year, March 26. Come on, student. 2000 years we have 0 odd days, 6 years we have 7 odd days. You know why 7? 6 years, 6 odd day, but 1 leap year is definitely there, no? For which? Plus 1. 31, 3, 28, 0, 26, 5. Okay? We have to add all these values. Come on, student. Come on, student. Come on, man. 15. 15 by 7, 2 times. 1 odd day. 1 odd day means Monday. Excellent. I appreciate. Tell me how many you mentioned Monday. Very good. Excellent, student. Monday should be your answer. Maybe some more questions will help you to get it clear. Yeah. Excellent. I appreciate that. Student, okay, very fine. Now, one interesting question I want to give you. 2020, very bad year. But January 1st, you are very much excited. January 1st or December 31st? Do you remember what day January 1st of this year fall? Are you aware of that? Maybe on the previous day you might have got a very different party, I sure. But at least January 1st you are very clear, you might have went to temple and all that. Shall we find? Let us try to understand. January 1st, 2020 fall on what day? What you are waiting? Go ahead. Let us check. January 1st, 2020 what day? Let us check what day it is. Come on, student, I am waiting for your answer. Yeah. Explain one more. Oh, it's sure, student. I will be giving you one more example. Yeah. I will be giving you one more example. Monday, somebody says Monday, somebody says Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh my God. Why, man? These many answers. Why, man? Don't you remember what is January 1st of this year fall? You still remember that? Okay, let us try. We are coming to 2020. So, till 2020 we have completed 2019 years to get the day. So, January 1st, we are on January 1st. So, how to take this 2019? 2019 can be taken as 2000 plus 19 years. January 1st we have to come up to January 1st. 2000 years we have 0 odd days. 19 years we have 23 odd days. You know how 23? Let me explain you. 19 years, every 1 year 1 odd day. But in 19 years we have 4 leap years. Because 19 by 4, 16, 4 leap years. Therefore, 19 plus 4, that is 23. And January 1, students, 19 years, 19 odd days, plus 4. Why plus 4? 4 leap years. 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016. Okay, now tell. How many days we have total? 23 plus 1, 24. 24 by 7, 3 times. Any odd days we have? 3 odd days. So, your answer should be January 1st of this year fall on Wednesday. Check it out, yes or no? It should be Wednesday. Very good, very good, very good student, very good student. Yeah, very good, very good. I appreciate that. So, we are going in the right direction. Maybe some more questions will give you a lot of confidence. But I must give you one more example, because basing on this, let us see if one more question is given something like this, then how do you answer in the different direction? Come on student, please look at this. On what day does the second Saturday fall? Second Saturday fall in the month of April in 2021. If that is the question, on what day does the second Saturday fall in the month of April 2021? If this is the question you are asked to find, on what date does the second Saturday fall in the month of April 2021? If this is the question you are asked to find, then how to answer? There is a simple technique, my dear students. Let us try to understand what actually it is on April 1st, 2021. Let us try to find. Because we need to find the second Saturday in April, for which we should understand what is April. April 1st is on what day? We find it. Okay, we find it. To get 2021, we have completed 2020 and January is completed, February is completed, March is completed, and then April. Okay. How do you write 2020? You take like this, 2000 plus 20. Come on student, come on. 2000 0 odd days, 20 25 odd days. Why 25 man? Why 25? 20 years, 20 odd days. But in 20 years you have 5 leap years. 25. January 31, we take only 3. February 28, we take 0. March 31, we take 3. April 1, therefore 1 is taken. Come on student. So please add all the values. 25 plus 3, 28. 28 plus 3 plus 1, 32. So we have 32 odd days. 25 plus 3, 28. 28 plus 3, 31, 32. 32 by 7, that is 4 times. How many odd days? 4 odd days. Get it? 4 odd days. 4 means Thursday. Tell me student. April 1st was a Thursday. Therefore, April 3rd was Saturday. What do you think? What do you think? When April 1st we found it is Thursday, the first Saturday should have been on April 3rd. We are asking for second Saturday, therefore April 10. When April 3rd was first Saturday, so second Saturday should have been on April 10. What man? Are we going in the right direction? Maybe one more question will help you to understand this point clear. What you are waiting for? Come on, we start. Here we go. One more question. On what date? On what date? The first Sunday fall in the month of March 2009. Fine, students, just tell me what is your answer. First Sunday, I am asking you to find the first Sunday. Students are asking me to find odd days. Still again, sir, about odd days, I did not understand. Yeah, somebody says odd days, he did not understand. Let me explain that point. Someone says that odd days, they did not understand odd days. Okay, I tell you. No problem, student, I explain you. Somebody explain me, somebody tell me answer for this question. Let me check how many of you are doing this question right. On what date? First Sunday, I am asking you to find first Sunday. 1-3, March 1st, you said March 1st. I am asking you date, man, not day, date, March 1st only? Okay, so you say that March 1st only? Yeah, March 1st, okay. Somebody says March 1st. So we have to understand what it is on March 1st. We have to see what is on March 1st, 2009. That we need to find, so that we can understand what is actually the calendar is. Till this date, we have completed 2008 years. January was completed, February was completed, now March. We have to come up to March. We do. 2008 is taken 2000 plus 8. January we have 31 days, February 2009 is ordinary year, March 1st. 2000 years we have 0 odd days. Every 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000 we have 0 odd days. 8 years we have 10 odd days. You understand how 10? How 10? 8 years, 8 days. But 2 leap years. So 8 plus 2, 10. 31 we have 3 odd days. 31 by 7, 28 you can take it off. The remaining 3 we take. 28, 0 odd days, and this is 1. 10 plus 3 plus 1 plus 0. Excellent, students. 14. 14 by 7, 2 times 0 odd days. Hence, your answer is Sunday. Therefore, first Sunday is no other than 2009, 1st March. Well done, students. I appreciate. March 1st. Excellent. March 1st only. Very good, students. Very good. I appreciate. March 1st only. Very good. Now, one more question. Maybe this time you get even more clarity. Here we go. How many Sundays are there? How many Sundays are there in the month of May? In the month of May 2021. Shall we do it? Students, let me tell you, on any given month, there may be a minimum of 4 Sundays, maximum of 5 Sundays. On any given month, there cannot be more than 5 Sundays in any month. there may not be less than 4 months. It can be either 4 or 5, but what it is, we find. We find it. Come on. We find it, man. We do it. Come on, student. To understand that, we need to know what is May 1st of 2021. If we can understand that, then we will be able to get it. Come on, student. 2021. So, we have completed how many years? 2020 we have completed. January, February, March, April, May. 2020, how do you take? You take like 2020. January 31 days, 2020 ordinary year. February 28, March 31, April 30, May 1. Come on. 2000 years, 0, 20 years, 25, 31, cancel by 7, you left with 3, 28, 0, 3, 2, 1. Shall we add, or we have another process also? What is the another process, my dear students? What is another process? You can simply cancel 25 plus 3 because that is 28. 28 makes no difference. So, after that how many days you left with? 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6. Therefore, May 1st of that year is going to be Saturday because 6 days. May 1st is going to be Saturday, and hence May 2nd is going to be the first Sunday. So 2nd, 9, 16, 23, 30. Tell me, student. When May 1st happens to be on Saturday, obviously May 2nd will be Sunday. Therefore, the first Sunday is May 2nd. So, when May 2nd is Sunday, plus 7, plus 7, plus 7, plus 7. How many Sundays do we have? What, man? Very interesting, you know. So, we conclude this topic by answering this question. Ready? Here we go. How many Saturdays are there in the month of April 1605. 1605. Go back to that date. Come on, do it. Yeah, 5 Sundays. Very good, very good, very good. Please answer this question, my dear student. So, students, are you not able to see this? Someone is saying that the color is not visible. I find black color is okay. Anyway, I use red color, no problem. Green color is not available, ma'am. Green color is not available. Please carry on, carry on. I am eagerly waiting for your answer. How many Saturdays are there in the month of May? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Screen is not okay. That's not our mistake, students. Some of the issues I think you have to settle from your side, because we take care that there is no mistake from our side. Anyway, I will check it out, no problem. Here we go. How many Saturdays are there in the month of April 1605? To understand this, we have to find what day it is on April 1st, 1605. If we could understand this, we will be able to complete this. So, for which we have to divide something like this. We have completed 1604 years, January, February, March and April. 1604 can be taken like this. 1600 plus 4. January 31 days. This is ordinary year. February 28. March 31. April 1. 1600 years will have 0 odd days. 4 years we have 5 odd days. Why, man? 4 years. Every 1 year, 1 odd day. But in 4 years, we will get 1 leap year. So 5. 31, you take 3. 28 cancel. 28, 0, 3, 1. Come on, student. We have to add all this. But again, you can cancel 3, 3, 1. That makes 7. So how many days you left with? 5 days. Therefore, April 1st of that year is going to be Friday. April 1st of that year is going to be Friday. But what we want? We want 2nd. Therefore, April 2nd of that year is going to be Saturday. Friday, Saturday. Therefore, first Saturday comes on April 2nd. Therefore, 2nd, 9 plus 7, 16, 23, 30. Hence, there were 5 Saturdays. Not every time 5, sometimes it may be 4 also. It all depends on the month it starts. I hope I am very clear, my dear students. I strongly believe that I am going in the right direction right now. Yes, students, everything is fine, very fine, very fine, very fine. Very good, very good. So with this, we have a clear picture about the calendar. So I believe that now we are very comfortable. So there is no confusion at the moment. You please answer 2 questions and I just want to conclude this and I want to go to the next one. 2nd June 2002, what day? Do it. Do it, man. Do it, do it, do it. 28th February. 28th February. 1705, what date? Please, carry on, carry on. Please mention the exam, mention question number, student. You please don't give the answer straight away, mention the question number. Mention the question number. If you don't mention the question number, how could I understand that? Before you give answer, you please make sure that question number should be mentioned, 1 or 2. What question number you are mentioning? Come on, man, come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. Right, student. Now let us see. 2nd June 2002. Till the date we have completed 2001 year, June 2nd, which means January, February, March, April, May, then June. June 2nd we have to get. 2000, how do you write 2001? 2000 plus 1. January 31 days, February 28, March 31, April 30, May 31, June 2. Come on, student. 2000, 0, 1, 1. This is 3. This is 0. This is 3. This is 2. This is 3. That is 2. You see? 31, 3 days. 28, 0. 31, 3. 30, 28 if you cancel 2. 28 cancel, 2 means 2, you can't cancel anything else, you have to add all these values. But even we have a simple technique of this, we need not add all these values. 1, 3, 3, that comes 7, you can cancel. 2, 3, 2, that is 7 again, so 0 odd days. I hope I need not explain this question again to you. And hence, first question happens to be Sunday. Yes, students, congratulations. Everybody mentioned Sunday only, which means that you are doing extremely good. Yes, student, now we complete the second one as well, and after that we move on to the next one. Next, 28th February 1705. How do we find that? So far we have completed 28th February 1705. 28th February 1705. 28th February 1705. This we are able to find. How we find? We have completed 1704 years. February 28. So January, then February. How do you write this 1704? So we write something like this: 1600, 100, 4 years. January 31, February we have to come up to 28. Come on, student. 1600 we have 0 odd days. 100 years we have 5 odd days. 4 years we have 5 odd days. 4 plus 1 5. 31 3. 28 0. So how many days we have? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 3, that is 13 days. 13 days means 1 plus 6. 6 odd days, Saturday. So second one was Saturday. Yeah, first one Sunday everybody mentioned. Second one I think, okay. Second one, okay. So there is a little confusion about the second one, but anyway now we get it. Okay, student. Now we move on to the last concept of this particular topic. Not last, of course, we have another two but we conclude this session by discussing this concept. Come on, student, just look at that. As I told you, every 100 years we have 5 odd days. Every 200 years we have 5 odd days. Every 300 years and every 400 years. To understand calendar, it is enough to understand first 400 years. If you understand first 400 years, the next calendar repeats again and again. That is one important point. Student, tell me, every 100 years, how many odd days you have? Every 100 years, how many odd days you have? So every century we can start as well as we can end. So tell me, students, every century how many odd days? 5 odd days, which means that century ends by Friday, because 5 odd days. Every century you have, come on, every 200 years we have 3 odd days, which means that century ends by Wednesday. Every 300 years you have 1 odd day, means that century ends by Monday. Every 400 centuries, 0 odd days. 0 odd days means that ends by Sunday. Therefore, very first century, students just see, every 100 years we have 5 odd days, 200 years 3 odd days, 300 years 1 odd day, 400 years 0. You know that. You understand that? Student, just tell me. 5 odd days, so it ends by Friday. 3 odd days, it ends by Wednesday. 1 odd day, it ends by Monday. 0 odd days, it ends by Sunday. Come on, student, you please, one interesting point. When the first 400 years end by Sunday, the next century starts by Monday. What do you think? Because after 400 years you have to get another cycle, again cycle. Right. If it ends by Monday, second year start by Tuesday. What do you think? If it ends by Wednesday, second century starts by Thursday. When it ends by Friday, next century starts by Saturday. You please write down, student. I will explain you. I will explain you once again. You please write down. I will explain you. Here we go. Come on, student. First, let me explain you what is all about. What is all about? Let me explain you. Students, I just told you once again. I just want to mention once again. The very first year of January 1, you see that January 1st of very first calendar was started by Monday, you know. I told you, the calendar, very first day of the calendar starts by Monday. That particular calendar, so December 31st of that particular century, that is 99, century that is 100, is going to be Friday. Why? Because in every 100 years, I told you there are 5 odd days. 5 odd days means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When it ends by Friday, the next century starts by Saturday. If a century ends by Wednesday, the next century starts by Thursday. If it ends by Monday, next century starts by Tuesday. I think you understand this. So, this is about the end point and this is about the start point. Apena? Undamani cheppali. Alright, okay. Student, you please note this. I am very clear that you are not very clear about this concept. You please note this point. Just note the point. I will just explain you once again. Maybe if I explain you once again, you will be more confident. So, as the topic is not that simple as it is the previous one, there may be a little confusion. But to understand calendar, you must be able to understand what is the significance of calendar. We are using, okay, not only we, our ancestors also use this, and of course, the next generation people are also going to use. When the topic is so important, it is very important to understand what is the significance of this. Student, I just want to come again. As you know that every 100 years, every 200, every 300 and every 400. Let me make use of the points which we have just discussed. Tell me, student, every 100 years we have 5 odd days, every 200 years 3 odd days, 1 odd day, 0 odd day. At least you are clear about this now. This is very clear, you know. Basing on that, I can understand how to start a century, how to end a century as well. Because every 100 years end by 5 odd days. Therefore, it ends by Friday. You understand at least why Friday? Because 5. Therefore, ending Wednesday. 1 ending Monday. 0 ending Sunday. You understand this now? So, after 400 the calendar is going to complete. Again we are going to start with the fresh calendar. So, if it ends by Sunday, it should start by Monday, the next day. If it ends by Monday, it should start by Tuesday. If it ends by Wednesday, it should start by Thursday. If it ends by Friday, it should start by Saturday. Maybe I am very sure that still some of you having some doubts about this concept, and I think I better explain you after some time. So, today I just wanted to complete calendar, but another 1 or 2 points are still remaining. Student, let me explain that remaining concept on Monday, and as I told you that our secretary madam is going to talk to you regarding the program. So, management want to induce some more concepts because the things are going so fine, and for the beneficial of the students, we are going to include some more concepts because this is the best time that we can make use. Okay? And now, students, please stay back. Please don't leave. So, the madam is going to talk to us. Please don't leave, stay back. Okay. Over to you, ma'am.